Very good evening from the Kalinga Hockey Stadium in Bhubaneswar. It is the business end of the tournament of the Hero Hockey India League 2026 as teams are playing their final matches now to determine who will play in the finals. Tonight it's a must-win game for the Hyderabad Toofans as they take on HILGC.
3, 2, 1, let's play.
And the Toofans get us underway. The final match for both these teams in the round robin. It could be the final match for the Toofans if they don't get a victory. Sumit on the ball early on. And this is going to be a game where you feel it will be cagey, but I think both teams are going to be looking definitely for a victory in this one. Deep now for the Toofans. Ravinder again has run into space, he's brought it down. Inside the circle, he spins to get a little bit of space on the forehand. He followed through and caught Aubrey, but it is a penalty corner. Caught the foot, I think, was it Jasjit?
It was Jasjit. I just thought he wasn't sharp enough in the D. You have to be down, crouching, and you just stick flat on the ground. Just not on that occasion. Good work from Valmiki. So HILGC have the first penalty corner.
They do indeed. And 7 from 37, 18% conversion rate. And they're coming up against a team that has conceded the second most penalty corners. Only 5 goals, but from 41 they've conceded, HILGC, but it shows how good their defence has been. So Amadeep at the first battery, Rajinder at the second. They shift slightly to the left. It's a mistrap by Wallace, but he keeps it alive inside the circle, plays it in, and in it goes. Well, it's looped into Sluber, I think, got the final touch, and Pasha Kadaman, I don't think he really cares who scores as long as the Toofans score.
The HILGC is refereeing this. Well, injection, not a clean stop, but did well. Just pulled it wide and played it into the D.
Yorston to Russell. Back to Yorston it will go again. Thrown in the air, brought down inside the circle, and that'll be a penalty corner. Came in too quickly on Ajit.
Rajawat, that is a soft penalty corner to concede. You do not want to be conceding penalty corners like that. Just did not give him time enough. GC with their first penalty corner.
I think he was within the 5 metres, wasn't he? That was the problem. And the Toofans conceded the 3rd most penalty corners, but the 3rd least goals from penalty corners. And the best conversion rate goes to HILGC, 35%, 12 from 34. Kane Russell lines up at the first battery. Shifts now with Sam Ward, still goes to Kane Russell, and top corner he goes, and they've got the equaliser. Kane Russell delivers once again for HILGC.
Well, he is following Tom Bone for the neon socks, is he not? Kane Russell, how was that for a drag flick? The top left corner, not a chance in the goal whatsoever for Dannenberg.
It looked there as if Dannenberg got a touch on it, but actually couldn't keep it out. It was just too powerful. I just think they're a little happy, aren't they, the coaching staff? Hardik a little bit more reserved on the bench. Great effort again by HILGC. We saw them last night twice come from behind and then twice take the lead and be pegged back by the Ranchi Royals.
Go back to the fact that you cannot make mistakes, soft mistakes at this level of the game. You do not want to concede those soft penalty corners. Strutov now with some space in front, plays it to the right.
Yes, indeed, Wallace, a great pass to Jacob Anderson. He tries the shot and knocks the foot away from the defender. And Talon just hitting the turf as he took his right leg away from him.
Jacob Anderson, I just thought he didn't get good enough first touch, just ran away a little, but did well to keep it in the D and take the try on goal. Finding the foot, penalty corner to the Toofans.
So second penalty corner now for the Toofans. Of course, they did get a goal from the last one, but I'm sure they will want a more direct route this time. Certainly those fans will. Amandeep at the first battery. Zach Wallace is at the second. HILGC behind the goal line, shift again to the left. Amandeep goes to the second battery, and Amandeep delivers again for the Toofans. 2 from 2 from penalty corners. No wonder their fans are flying the Toofans flag.
Is this going to turn out to be a penalty corner contest? Brilliant execution from Amandeep Lakra. Came off James Mazzarello, but just the sheer power on that could not keep it out. Toofans lead 2-1.
They've had 3 goals in about 2 minutes. So from a cautious start, suddenly this game has really come to life. So Devinder Valmiki, lovely pass now. Arshdeep again across the face of goal, appeals for a penalty corner, and they're given this time for the Toofans. So they win their 3rd penalty corner.
Well, Arshdeep has been very lively on the ball whenever he's got it. He's creating some good positions for himself, playing it across the face of the goal, finding the foot. And the Toofans with their 3rd penalty corner.
This would be a good time to score. 4 minutes till the half-time break. Perfect time to just get a 2-goal advantage. And as I said before, it makes the coaches change their half-time talk. Ward's still in discussion with David Tomlinson. Ward wanted a penalty stroke, I think. So Woods is at the second battery, Rajinder at the first. It goes to Rajinder, and that's a good save by Mazzarello, and it goes high into the stand behind him.
Injection, a good one. Ball played for Rajinder, and James Mazzarello with that save.
Another PC to the Toofans. Good work in there by Jacob Anderson this time. So 4th penalty corner for the Toofans. Amandeep is lining up this time around. And Rajinder will be at the second battery. James Mazzarello will be determined to keep the Toofans at bay. Whistle goes, and it's a mistrap, but it will be brought down by Wallace. Wallace now pushes it into the circle. Rajinder across the face of goal, and it will be a goal for Shilanand Lakra this time. Well, he had one rubbed off him the other night, but there is no doubt Shilanand Lakra put that one in the back of the net. 3-1 to the Toofans.
In the corner routine not going to their liking, it was in stop that brought back into the D. Played across the face was Rajinder. And then Shilanand, the ball bubbling up in front of him, just slotting home.
3-1. Now with 3.5 minutes till the half-time break.
Just so aware is he, whenever the ball is played to him.
Manmeet getting the decision that time that Sumit came into his space. He was rooted to the spot. Hardik again as Anderson looked to close him down. Throws it forward to Manmeet. Into the circle he goes, but it's a penalty corner given against Sumit.
An aerial ball from Hardik. Manmeet did well to bring it down. The ball was bouncing as he played it in. Manmeet and Sumit, that was just finding his foot. HILGC with a penalty corner.
Slight shift to the right, but it still goes to Russell, and Russell squeezes it inside the near post. Danneberg was at full stretch and couldn't keep it out, so they have pulled the goal back.
And is he on level for the Neon Sox now, Kane Russell? I think he is with Tom Boomer. Look at that for an execution. Going to the right of Danneberg. Such a difficult angle to keep out for any goalkeeper. And that ball was travelling at some pace.
Sandberg, you can see, is offset to the right, and Russell still managed to get it past him. The German undone. The big New Zealander. So Kumar started playing his hockey at the Royal Aryan Public School. Ravinder Valmiki, and it's ricocheted off the stick again of Surrender Kumar for another long corner for the Toofans. Woods this time goes square to De Sluva, out wide to Sumit. Sumit into the circle, across the face of goal. Mazzarello, good save again by him, and good work by Kane Russell. Ajit is back there helping out. Ajit goes infield now to Hardik. De Sluva though has stolen it back for the Toofans. Ward now. Keeping it alive. Look at the Toofans defence coming out. Jasjeet done so well defensively for HILGC. Russell now throws it forward. Hardik brings it down. It caught his foot according to the umpire. He is not happy with that decision. Did well to restrain himself. Wallace though, a little bit of space now. Running through the middle is Arshdeep. Arshdeep, oh, it was just behind him from Wallace. And Wallace so frustrated.
Look at that for a run from Wallace, looking up, scanning his passing options, and just when he played it, Arshdeep had made the run inside.
Gurjot now with a really good run from just on halfway all the way to the edge of the circle. Toofans though have stolen it back, and it's Strutov battling away. He's lost out now. Good work by Siddhi Chamarko. Into the circle it went. Lalit was there, clears it out to Shilanan Lakra. Lakra will look to run forward with the ball on the end of his stick. Up the sideline he goes. Good work by Russell coming across to steal it back. Oh, Pasha Kadaman, I'm not sure if you saw him, he's out of the dugout right down by the side of the pitch, bellowing at his players. And that's brought down well again by Sumit.
They just need to hold on to the ball, the Toofans. Do not want to force anything up front.
Well, he is living every pass, every tackle. And clearly emotionally involved in this match, the coach of the Toofans. Rajinder comes wide again. Brings Strutov back into the game.
Just thought was smartly done by Rajinder, not trying to force the pace, brought it back and ensured they just retained possession of the ball.
Arshdeep trying to get on the end of that pass. Kane Russell had to go with him just in case he did make it.
So Amandeep Lakra needed to do that, try and find that long ball. Just turn over possession to HILGC.
Minute and a half remaining in the match, and HILGC have pulled their goalkeeper. James Mazzarello is going out, so they've now got the 11 outfield players. Kane Russell throws the high ball, and it wasn't kept in play. Now that was always going to be risky, the high ball, because it could turn over possession. De Sluva now finds Shilanan Lakra on halfway. Russell looks to close him down, so too Albury. He's turned it over. Toofans have to battle to get that. That was lifted in the face of Sumit, but it's played on quickly. Hardik now. Hardik trying to edge his way into the circle. Wins a free hit just outside the D for HILGC. Over the baseline it goes. Now it's a long corner for HILGC. We're into the final minute. Can they get a goal in the final 45 seconds? Thrown into the air again. Players coming across, and it goes to the defender. That was good play. Vikram Pillai looking a little bit pained, one would have to say. De Sluva to Mukul Sharma. It's won back by Yorston. Played on quickly. Less than 20 seconds remaining. Albury, they need to get it inside the circle and hope for a penalty corner. Summit, though, with a really important tackle, and that may well be the sealer. Comes back, needs to go in the circle. Russell fires it in. Brilliant stop. Top of the circle by Zach Wallace. And the Toofans have managed to get the victory that they needed so badly. And their fans are flying their flag with pride. An expulsion of air from the coach in relief. And we will have to wait and see now how the other games pan out. But the Toofans move into the top 4 and the finals. What a game Rajinda had. In fact, what a game both teams had. I thought Jasjit Singh Kula was superb. James Mazzarello for HILGC. It was just a really great game to watch. Final score, Hyderabad Toofans 3, HILGC 2. Toofans getting the win just when they needed it.